What is up, guys? This is Jared Spalding here, and today I'm just going to be talking about a few obscure methods of silver investing. So let's just jump right into this here. And the first one's not too obscure. Plenty of jewelry is bought, but usually it's not thought of as a silver investment. However, what you see here that's exactly what this is. And so I got these two rings here, which were actually given to me. I didn't buy them myself. And then these earrings I actually did buy. I got them really cheap. I don't even think the person would necessarily recognize the fact they were silver because they had the sterling mark on them. And these two also have sterling marks on them. But a lot of people don't really think about jewelry as, an investment in silver. They usually think of it as a luxury item or something along those lines. But it definitely can be good for picking up good deals when people, they might think that it's just costume jewelry and it might actually have some silver, or if you're really lucky, might have some gold, although the chances of that are pretty small because usually when people see gold, plated, they'll think it's solid. Like this right here, I don't think it's actually solid gold on this ring. That'd be really cool if it was, but I'm pretty sure it's just plated with gold. But yeah, a lot of people don't really. That's why I put this on here. Is because a lot of people don't really think of silver through jewelry as a method of silver investing, but it can be, quite feasible if you can pick it up for a good deal. People, like I was saying, will think it's costume jewelry. Now, another great way, and this is also a great way to invest in gold, is through hard drives. Now, a lot of people, probably think it's pretty much worthless, buying hard drives. You're probably going to pay more for the hard drive itself than the actual gold or silver content in it. But that's not necessarily true. You see, the thing about this type of method is that hard drives only are worth something if they actually can be used. If the hard drive's broken and it's not because of the gold being stripped away or something like that, if it's because something went wrong inside of it internally and there's still gold in it, people will not really want them around anymore, and they won't think about the gold in the hard drive either. And especially the older hard drives, I'm pretty sure have a lot more gold in them than the newer ones. Pretty sure they've tried to cut back on them. They also have silver in them too, of course, for conductivity. But that's why they have both of them in there. And, you can pretty easily, extract, well, not pretty easily extract it, but you can definitely easily stack hard drives. It's something that it can be pretty cheap to buy per hard drive. You can actually get more out of the scrap value just for the silver and gold alone, on top of, whatever other metals are in there. Maybe there's some copper, I'm not exactly sure of the structure of hard drive, but I have seen at least a considerable amount of people who do this. But not many do buy these hard drives, and it's not something I personally do, because I haven't really seen any ever come up. I don't really know too much about this field personally, but it is something interesting to consider and to try to get into if, you are a potential investor, if you're someone who just wants to be able to, easily afford silver, I guess, and as well as gold, of course. And this can be a pretty decent method of getting some cheap silver. This also can apply to, I guess, computers and phones. Again, you could buy phones for really cheap, and there might be some silver and gold in them. It's not just hard drives, although I usually think that they go for the cheapest out of any of them, just because of the fact that people don't really think of a hard drive as having any value if it's broken. Even a broken phone, people know usually more about the precious metals inside of there than, something like just like a hard drive in general, I guess. I was trying to think of a specific example, but yeah, and finally, the final method I'll have on here, and this one is very obscure, and not only very obscure, but very difficult, I would think, to pull off. But the final method is buying clothes. Well, clothes is a specific example, with buttons made from silver or gold, and like old clothes from maybe Goodwill or something like that, and they have these buttons on them. And if you know a lot about clothing, you could get into this type of thing. Maybe an old jacket or something like that. But the buttons on it might be silver or even gold, and you might pay, $20 for the jacket when it has buttons that are worth, in melt, $50, or maybe even more than that if it has a lot of buttons, or if they are actually made from gold, it might be worth, several $100s just for the gold value factor. and and like I was saying, this is very difficult to pull off, I would think, but I have heard of people doing this before, so it definitely is possible. But I hope you guys enjoyed the quick video. That's it for this one. Peace, love, and much respect.